Whether my screen is visible, ma?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, fine. Yes. Now let me know what you know about Internet of Things. Anybody? Can I get the reply?
Yes, ma'am. Visible, ma'am.
Ah, what is Internet of Things? No idea about it? So, Internet of Things is with the help of the internet connectivity, we'll be connecting the things, whichever physical things which is there, with the help of the over the internet, we'll be making the communication. If that is done, then we used to call it as Internet of Things. Okay. So these are all the contents which I will be sharing today. So, as I told, what is Internet of Things is it is connecting the physical that we used to call it as the smart devices as it is acting in a smarter way. Okay, when it is connecting to the internet, we used to call it as the Internet of Things. So now, as I want to tell you, we'll be having two things which is here. That is the sensors as well as actuators. Okay, so already I told you like we'll be connecting the uh, physical things, which is the smarter objects or devices, which is with the help of the internet. So, based on which we used to collect every physical object. For example, you all will be wearing your smartwatch. Am I right? Whether you are wearing the smartwatch, smartwatches are you wearing, ma?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. So in the smartwatches, what are all the things which you can see or which you will be analyzing? Why we have replaced the physical normal watches with the smartwatch? What are all the things which are there? Reply please, ma. What are all the things which are there in a smartwatch?
Health monitoring and time, like time we can get to know. Heartbeat we can get to know, ma'am.
Only heartbeat we will be getting.
Ah, yes, ma'am.
Only heartbeat. Nothing
The
else is there
heartbeat
in your
and the calories what we have burnt and all, ma'am.
calories. Then, other than that,
Uh, we can see the time, ma'am. That's it, ma'am.
time. Then in some advanced smartwatches, we can synchronize and we can even call the thing, right? So there, how it is connecting? Any idea? You all will be connecting at the start when you are wearing the watch, before wearing the watch, right? So how
Bluetooth,
we will
ma'am.
be connecting? Through Bluetooth, right? So we'll be having that particular app, either DFit or something else. We used to have it in our mobile phone, and through that mobile phone, we used to connect it through the Bluetooth, right? So, in other ways, at first, that is, before connecting with the Bluetooth, we might be doing certain thing. What is that? So, when you are buying the watch, At first, it won't be synchronized, right? So for which what we will be doing? Reply. Can I get a reply, ma? What we will be doing when we will be at first getting some watch, smartwatch?
We have to scan the QR code now.
Scanning, okay. In other means, we used to type that code, authorization code, which is there. Am I right or not? Some code like AC colon CD, A colon DA colon D3, likewise some ID will be there, right? So that particular ID we used to type it, and that's how we'll be synchronizing our watch with our mobile phone. Then we used to connect it through the Bluetooth, right? So that is the way we used to connect our thing, and we used to get the heartbeat. How we'll be getting that heartbeat? Any idea about it? How we'll be getting the heartbeat, ma? No idea about it? So we'll be fitting some sensor which is there in our watches, and when it is contacting our human, that is wrist, then with the help of which it will be finding the heartbeat rate. So when you are going with the physical classes or else your lab, I'll showcase you how we'll be making use of that for the calculation of the thing. Okay, and you can see a picture. So here you can see Internet of Things. So this is all about the Internet of Things, where any business, okay, whichever business or any network, anytime, anywhere, anybody, any device, when we will be connecting over the internet and making the communication, we used to call it as Internet of Things. So which are all the business which we can showcase here? In any factories, okay, so in any factories, if it is having some sensors, then that particular sensor which it is communicating through the internet, and that's how we'll be making use of it. Okay, and the next thing which is there is any network. Okay, so through any network we can make use of it, and anytime, it is irregard of the country or else the place, we can have it at any time, anywhere, anybody, any device. When it is connecting through the internet and making the communication, we used to call it as Internet of Things. And what are all the uses which is there based on the Internet of Things? So we can build so many applications, numerous number of applications. Okay, so for agriculture, for example, when we will be going with the agriculture, we need to predict or else we need to do something which is autonomously. Okay, in olden days, what how they will do, they will be having two, that is cow or buffalo, and through which they'll be doing all sort of things. Okay, and at times, when it is at later times, that is previously, they used to have this particular sensors which is fitted in those particular machines, or at least the tractor, and through which they will be making use of this crop production or something related to that. Okay, or else we can go with other way, that is when that is soil. Okay, we need to pour water then and thereby, and that pouring of water also depends, right? So it will be getting varied with when we will be moving with the plants or else the trees. So in such cases, every time, earlier days, they are having this as their work, primary work, and they used to water the plants as well as garden, everything. But nowadays everyone are busy in their own schedules, right? So in such cases, they'll be analyzing the soil moisture through the sensors. There are so many sensors which are there. Okay, so through the sensors, they will be analyzing the moisture content which is there in the soil, and based on which they will be watering the plants automatically, or else through some that is some humans or else workers. Okay, so that is one application which we can see in the form of agriculture. And the second thing is asset tracking. So in the case of asset tracking, normally in our home even so many assets will be there, right? So chairs, tables, in companies, they are not, they need to take everything into account and they need to analyze. So in such cases too, we'll be having such sensors which is fitted, and based on which too they'll be identifying that. And in the case of energy sector, they'll be automatically producing energy based or saving energy through this sensors or else IoT which is there. And safety as well as in the security sectors too, they'll be making use of this. For example, in the cases where when we'll be having the generator or else any special equipments where the human movement in that in those particular areas or else the places, it is not needed and it is dangerous now, what they'll be doing, they'll be fitting some sensor. And if the humans or any intervention or movement is there, automatically it will be giving some alarm. Okay, with the help of that alarm, we'll be identifying that some human movement is there, and we can make some security measures as well as safety measures, and we can disregard such dangerous accidents which might be happening. And in some other places, that is in defense, they used to have this. And in embedded applications, like for example, in our modern TVs, we used to have so many advancements, right? So with the help of the sensors which is fitted, that is we'll be having there the embedded in an embedded way, that is we used to have those IoT inside the chip, and we'll be that is making the chip very smaller, and we'll be fitting there inside as an embedded application. Okay, so that is one main. And in the education sector, we used to have this, that is for example, you when in some colleges or in some universities, they used to have some uh, scanning system in their ID cards, and through the scanning systems even they'll be permitted to enter inside. And we'll be having the surveillance cameras, and through which we'll be notifying what is happening over there. And in the case of waste management, for example, when we'll be having the dustbins, mm, if it is in a common area, then if it is overflowing, then that particular thing need to get indicated, right? So for such means, they'll be having some sensors which is fitted into those particular dustbins, and if the limit is crossing, then automatically the alarm will be produced, and through which the particular persons who are there, they'll be taking this into concern, and they'll be making use of it. So this is about the waste management which is happening. In the case of the healthcare products, for example, even in the thermometer, you can see the temperature sensor which is fitted over there, right? So with the help of this temperature sensor, it will identifying the heat, okay, of the human body, and that's how we'll be analyzing whether we are having temperature which is high, or else which is we are having fever or not, right? So that is one kind. And in the telemedicines too, we'll be having the such sensors which is fitted, and we are making use of it. And in smart city applications, as I told, even the smart dustbins, right? So normally the dustbins won't be indicating such things, but when we are fitting those sensors as well as it is connected through internet now, then automatically it will be identifying those things and we will be uh, conveying the message like the dustbin is getting full, so that it need to get replaced with another bin. So that is how these are all some of the uses which is over the fields which we have mentioned. And now I am coming again with to IoT. It is the way to interconnect, okay, with the help of the internet devices, which can be embedded to implement the functionality in everyday objects by enabling them to send as well as receive data. Okay, so data is the one which is present everywhere, and we are in search of the data. So when we need such data, then we can go with the way of searching it, and we'll be fitting the embedded system with the help of the sensors which is there, and with the through the internet we'll be making the communication, and it is getting interconnected through which we'll be getting the data everywhere, and in everything we'll be getting the data. So this is the way in which IoT is helping. And as I told, we'll be having certain components which is related to that. So we can see one by one. The first one is the, as I told, we are having two things, that is the sensors as well as the actuators. Okay, sensors is the one where we used to have certain sensors, as like I'll showcase you the sensors, some sensors which are there. Yes. So can you see the sensors? Reply me. Can you see the sensors, ma? Okay. So this is the first one is the color sensor. The use of the color sensor is it will be identifying what is the color, and if there is any change, it can be indicated through this color sensor. Then next is the touch sensor. This is the one which might be there in our mobile phones. Through the touch screens, we will be swiping as well as all the movements which is there, based on which it will be analyzed. And the third one which is here is the ultrasonic sensor. Okay, with the help of this ultrasonic sensor, we'll be identifying the distance. For example, when we'll be having the car, okay, so when we'll be taking the reverse, at once it is reaching or any obstacle is there, it will be immediately producing some buzzer sound, right? So that can be done with the help of this ultrasonic sensor. So when we will be finding the distance, we need to give the condition like if it is less than certain limit, then we'll be fixing the buzzer sensor, and through which sound sensor, and through which we'll be analyzing. Okay, and the alcohol sensor. So with the help of this sensor, when we'll be placing this before our mouth or something else, and it will be analyzing whether we have consumed alcohol, or else where some places, if the alcohol is there, then we can analyze whether the smell is there or not. And the next is the humidity sensor. So in addition to this, we'll be calling it as the DHT level, where the temperature as well as humidity, both the things we can analyze and we can make use of it. And the gyro as well as accelero sensor, it will be identifying the that is the motion which is there when we are tilting, and what is the angle which we will be rotating, that we can identify with the help of this accelero sensor. And so many sensors are here, right? So heartbeat sensor, as I told, this is one of the sensor which is useful, and it is embedded in our smart watches. That is, with the help of this smart, that is heartbeat sensor, it will be identifying the beats per minute which is there, where it will be identifying the heartbeat rate. Okay, and temperature sensor, light sensor, gas sensor, every sensors are there. Okay. Okay, this is another sensor we might be seeing in our lab. that is the PIR motion sensor. So as the name goes by, it will be identifying the motion. As I told an example, like in the places where we'll be having the generator, in such cases we'll be having such sensor, and through which we can identify the motion which is there, movement. Okay, rain sensor we can identify it, soil moisture, this is the one which I told you. Okay, so with the help of the soil moisture sensor, when we will be dipping inside the soil, it will be identifying what is the moisture content which is there, and through which we can analyze whether we need to pour the water at that particular time or not. Accordingly, we can take the decision. And the next is the LM35, that is the temperature sensor, which will be analyzing the temperature. So now I'll be giving you or showcasing you some pictures so that you can identify what is the sensor which is there. Okay. So what is this sensor? Can anyone tell? Tell me, ma, what is this sensor? Can anyone tell what is this sensor?
Ma'am, PIR motion sensor.
Good. PIR motion sensor. Who are you?
Ma'am, Sarah.
Sarah. Okay, fine. Good, Sarah. You have told the correct thing. So, with the help of this sensor, we'll be analyzing whether there is any motion which is detected at that particular time. So, next is, what is this sensor?
Ultrasonic sensor.
sensor.
Oh, very good, very good. So many voices are there. So, this is the ultrasonic sensor. What is the use of it? What is the use of it, ma? No sound?
To measure distance from the
Yes. It's to measure the distance. Tell your name. Name, please, ma.
Yasmin.
Yasmin. Okay, Yasmin. So, what is the example which I have given? When we will be fitting this in the reverse camera, then it will be automatically identifying the obstacle, and through the distance which is there, it will be identifying the minimum distance, and if it is crossing beyond the limit, then automatically it will be producing the sound. Then, what is this? Name this sensor.
Moisture sensor.
Yes, soil moisture sensor. Okay. Your tell your name, ma.
Yasmin.
Yasmin. Again, Yasmin repeated. Okay, Yasmin. So this is the soil moisture sensor, and through this sensor, we can identify the moisture content which is there in the soil, and we can water the plants or the soil accordingly. Okay. And what is this sensor? What is this sensor, ma?
Temperature and humidity.
Yes, it is DHT level. Okay, temperature as well as the humidity. So, when in some cases where we need to measure the temperature in addition to the humidity, then we will be going with this kind of sensor to analyze it. Very good. Then, what's your name?
Srihari, ma'am.
Srihari. Srihari. Good, Srihari. Then the next is identify this sensor. This I told you at the last.
LM35.
LM35. Okay, so this is LM35 sensor, which is used for just measuring the temperature. Okay, so when we'll be clubbing together to measure the temperature as well as humidity, we'll be going with the HT11, and in some cases temperature alone is essential, right? In such cases we'll be going with this LM35 sensor. Okay, so this is about the temperature sensor. This is about the sensors which we'll be making use of it. Okay, so as I told, we'll be having two things, that is sensors as well as the actuators. Okay, so sensors is one where it will be connecting the physical object to different computer systems, and through which we'll be sensing certain things and we'll be predicting what is the value. In addition to the other thing which is there is actuators. Okay, so normally when we need to glow any bulb, what we will be doing? What we will be doing when we need to glow any bulb? Reply, Meema. What we will be doing for glowing the bulb or light? Students, can you hear me? Can you hear me, Ma?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. What we will be doing when we need to glow any bulb or light? What we used to do? Just when you are going, it will be glowing automatically. Yeah.
Turn on the switch.
On off the switch, right? When it is needed, we need to on it, and when it is not needed, we need to switch off the things, right? So in such for this, we need some. Here we will be using the medium leg switch. As in the same manner here too, we'll be making use of push buttons, and in some cases, that is when we need to do, that is change the speed of a fan, or else when we need to switch on the thing, we'll be having some regulators, right? As in the same methodology, we'll be having here the things like that is the motors. Okay, so with the help of the motors, we'll be rotating the things, okay, with the help of the angle which measurement which we'll be giving. So these are all the things which is triggering those sensors to work. Okay, so that we used to call here as actuators. Okay, and the next comes the next component is things. What are all the smart devices which we will be having, we will be calling that as things. Okay, wherever we will be having the sensors and it will be analyzing, or else it will be working, we used to call this as things. And the next is the connectivity. So for making the connectivity possible, we will be making use of any network which is essential to connect to the object through the internet. Okay, so that is how the connectivity is made. And the next is data, where we will be having the main purpose of the IoT is to collect as well as to transmit the data, for which only we will be going with this kind of IoT, right? So in IoT, we will be having one of the component as data. Okay, and the next is information, where we will be translating that particular data to a information. Okay, which is able to read, as then we can exploit those data. So we used to call that as information. And the next is operating applications. So wherever the applications which is controlling the internet of things, we used to call that as operating applications. Such we will be having numerous kind of components which are there. And the next is what are its characteristics. The first one, as I told, we'll be having the connectivity. And the next is intelligence as well as identity. Okay. So in places where we'll be having the sensors, it will be generating the data, and each and every device which is there, it will be having its unique identity. Okay. This particular identity which will be helpful to track those particular things, because we will be keeping the sensors in different places. Then when any data which is arriving from a device, then we need to analyze in which place, from which place those particular data which is arriving, right? So for which we'll be no, we need to keep track of those particular components using certain identification. So for which we will be making some unique identity, and through which we will be making use of it. For example, when we can in Karunya, even when we are moving outside in the road, we'll be seeing so many buffaloes or cows, right? So on their ears, some plastics which will be hanging in blue color or yellow, green or red, or so many colors are there, right? Whether you have seen any such buffaloes or cows? I used to see when I am passing hereby. Whether you have identified this. So if you not haven't identified, you can go when you are moving outside, just watch it whether in their ears such things are fitted. Okay. So that are all the RFID tags which is there. Okay. So with the help of those RFID tags, they'll be identifying whether the cow is nearby, or else in which location it is, or else somebody has stolen, so that it is easy to track those habitats. Okay. So that is how we'll be identifying and generating the data. And when any particular that is cow, they have stolen, now what they'll be doing, they'll be identifying that particular cow with the RFID which they have fitted on their ears. And the next is scalability is another characteristic. So when we'll be having when we have fitted only 1 or 10, then at once in some seasons we'll be in need of so many things. So for example, when we'll be going with any shopping malls, okay, there in the clothing session, they'll be having so many clothes, and each and every cloth which is there, they'll be fitting some tag, or else some device, small button like things which are there. So when we'll be taking those, or else when we'll be having those particular tags over there, it is, as I told previously, it will be that is easy for us to identify whether they have paid and they are taking that out, or else just like that they'll be taking and stealing the clothes or not. So through the alarm which is there, some coder will be at the that is entry of those particular malls, and when we'll be crossing thereby, if we haven't paid, it will be sensing those particular tags or else the button, and through which they'll be producing some alarm. Okay. So it is easy that when we'll be having only some in some seasons, and in some other seasons we used to have so many things, so it is easy for us to get those particular RFID tags, and we can fit it as early as possible. So scalability is another measurement or characteristics which is there for the IoT. And the next is the dynamic as well as self-adapting. Okay. It can be dynamic as well as it will be self-adapting to those particular situation which is there. And the next is the architecture. Okay. So it won't be homogeneous, it is heterogeneous, but yet we'll be having some architecture which is based on those particular architecture. You'll be seeing the in detail when we'll be going with protocol center, third module. Okay. And the next is safety, where we can implement the safety also in those particular IoT, and we can have the that is critical applications which can also be handled in those particular IoT field. And we can see what are all the pros as well as cons which is there. Okay, so advantages, it will be minimizing the human work as well as effort. Can anyone tell me how it is minimizing the human work? I have told you with all such examples, right? You tell me now how it will be minimizing the human work. Anyone volunteer? Tell me, ma, how it will be minimizing the human work. Nobody is there. So I'll be telling now. So when we'll be having, for example, when in a particular place, okay, everywhere, when we be having the, for example, a shopping malls, which I told you, right? So in shopping malls, what we'll be doing, we'll be fitting some RFID tags, and through which we'll be automatically identifying. If not, what we need to do, if we haven't fitted such things, then what we are supposed to do? If we haven't fitted, then we need to allot some persons, right, over there in the entrance, and they need to check again and again what is happening over there, whether they are stealing or else it is hard enough to find. But when we be having those RFID tags, it will be automatically identifying whether you are stealing or else whether you have paid the money, and that's how we are taking that clothes with you, right? So that is one advantage. Second thing is, it will be saving the time as well as effort. As I told, it will be fitting for that too. Then good for personal safety as well as security. For example, when we will be having the surveillance cameras, then with the help of that, how it will be helpful? It will be identifying the personal safety as well as security in your particular thing. And there too, voice enabled cameras are there, and through the voiceover we can give the voice, and that's how to we can provide the security. Okay, so these are all some of the advantages which are there. Even though we will be having that is advantages, there too we will be having disadvantages. For example, increased privacy concerns, right? So the privacy concerns will be getting increased when we'll be going with this implementation. And the second thing is increased unemployment rates, that is we'll be minimizing the human work, and because of which unemployment may happen for so many laborers which are there. Then highly it is dependent on the internet, okay, because without internet we can't make communication. So we'll need to think about the that is internet every time, and in the places where internet is or net coverage is not there, then in such places we can't that is deploy such sensors or else the things, and we can't make the communication. So that is another disadvantage when we'll be going with this thing. Again, they have given us, we have given that is based on the uh, data or else the devices which are connected to it. We can also have the real-time data collection. That is the advantage when we'll be having here. Then better customer service can be here when we'll be making use of it. Then with the improved productivity, it will be benefiting us. Then increased security, okay, then reduce labor cost, then expedient operation, negligible progressions, all such things will be the advantage when we be implementing those IoT. But the privacy concern, as I told, lack of standardization, high production cost will be there. Then compatible, because we'll be fitting those sensors, it will be costing high. Then the compatibility issues, it won't be compatible with all the equipments or the end devices. That is another thing. Then social order will be getting disrupted when we'll be making use of such things because of the security. We'll be fitting the cameras, all such things will be the disruptions which are there. Then lesser employability of unskilled workers, because they may not be studying, they may not have learned well, and because of which they won't be getting opportunity to work in such circumstances. And this is the key features which is there. We can connect it, analyze it, and we can make integrate it. How we'll be connecting is, we'll be with the help of the device virtualization, we'll be connecting with the end data, and that's how we'll be getting the data as well as the metadata, data about the data which is there. And in the case of analyzing, we'll be making the real-time analysis, and with the help of the incoming data which is there, we'll be making the aggregation as well as filtering, correlation, all things will be done accordingly. And the next is data enrichment, where we'll be having the raw data, and through the contextual information, we can generate the composite streams of data, how we can make use of it. And the next is event stores. Okay, as I told, we can integrate with the cloud service, and through which too we can analyze those particular concepts which are there. And we can also integrate it with the help of the cloud apps. As I told, we can integrate with the APIs, and through which we can make use of the things and commands and controls. At the time when we'll be studying about the cloud devices, we can see much about it. Okay, so this is the life cycle which we'll be making use of in the Internet of Things. That is, we'll be collecting, and then we'll be communicating, and then we'll be analyzing. That's how we'll be acting. Okay, so these are all the way in which we'll be collecting the data in everywhere, anywhere. And this is the communication which we'll be making use of. This is how we'll be analyzing, and we'll be visualizing the data, and based on which we'll be acting accordingly, and through which machine to machine communication might be there. Then we'll be sending email or SMS or text, and we'll be talking to another system when we'll be going with this. So this is the syllabus which we'll be going to learn, and this too are the textbooks which is there. And this is our GCR code. Note it so that you can all can be added here. Kindly note the GCR code, ma. I hope we have copied. Okay, fine. So this is all about the introduction which I can give you just about Internet of Things. Any doubt in this?